Not a league. It's a legion.
You said yourself she'd hunt us to the end of the universe.
I had hoped she'd send a monster, not these two.
We would have murderized you.
But don't worry. There's more coming.
Did you hear that, Peter Quill? A silver lining.
Yeah, that's great, Drax.
Won't be long in these clabber traps.
Nice that you finally showed up. Would have been even nicer if you didn't abandon me in the first place.
I never left.
1 minute we're having a great time and the next... Wait a second, did you use me as bait? Huh. Well, your plan worked. A little too well seeing how we're in jail now.
We're all in prisons of our own making, Peter.
Hey, this is a big mistake. I'm innocent. Cosmo, are you out there? Cosmo! Hello? Cosmo? I really need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, get your mitts off of him.
Ow! The little bugger just scratched me.
Oh, I'll do more than that. I'll murderize you.
Hey, guys. Didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, crammed Flatnard.
Flatnard?
Yeah, and a scruff crew in one too.
Shut up and get in there.
Come on, dude. What's your problem?
You are. That's why we quit. Yes, you did. Now stop talking to him.
Rocket, buddy, come on. We had a good thing going. You and Groot are better than 2-bit bounty hunters.
Scoff.
What did you say?
I said scoff.
You don't say scoff, you just scoff.
Oh, so now I don't express myself proper like? You know what? You're a real piece of... What do you think I was gonna say?
Rocket, dude, woof.
We should have woofed you in when we woofed the chance. Like we are.
You don't, woof, woof, woof.
What? You rough in front of me? I told you a bajillion times, I'm not a rough animal!
What were you talking about?
You rough...
Sorceress, this!
Where are we?
You are being still on nowhere.
Osmo! How you doing, buddy? We were just about...
Guardian of Galaxies will tell Cosmo why they broke into Continuum Cortex. Or Cosmo will conjure worse psychic gulag.
Broke into the...
Do not feed Cosmo cat biscuits, Peter Quill. You work with Blood Brothers. Create distraction so pesky raccoon and sentient tree friend can use Continuum Cortex. Cosmo also know Guardian of Galaxies have Nova Tracker on ship.
Okay, I'm sure it's just one big misunderstanding. Right?
Right.
We're here because something happened on the...
Guardian of Galaxy were on Nova Rock.
Yeah, we went to find Centurion Corral and pay our fine. Why?
Strange transmissions spreading across galaxy, like rabbits in springtime. Cosmo sent many team to investigate, none return. Now Nova Rock, sending same signal. Guardian of Galaxy will tell me what they saw.
The Nova Corps were killing each other.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
Yeah, during that ritual with the priest. They kept talking about a promise.
Right away, sir.
Fraternity of Raptors. Cult of the Negative Zone. Universal Church of
Whoa,
Truth.
stop! That's them. And that old man that's with them. His shuttle exploded on the Hallis Hope.
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Universal Church of Truths. That name ring bell for Cosmo. His old cult. Very powerful during Galactic War. Now, not so much.
You said the rock was transmitting a signal. What if the religion were somehow...
Yet, The Universal Church of Truths died with Gold-Skinned God.
Let us investigate the Hallow's Hope for you.
What?
You said none of your teams return, right? Seems to me like you're short-staffed. And we want to find out what happened as much as you do.
We do.
So let us investigate for you.
Always a catch, Peter Quill. And not fun kind with ball.
Ball.
What Guardian of Galaxies want in return?
Simple. Drop the charges. Contact Nova Corps HQ and get the World Mind to forgive our fine. Then we'll go.
It's not being so easy.
Face it, dog breath. You need us.
Us?
For now. Unless you got someone else stupid enough to go.
In Soviet Russia, Cosmo would not trust words of capitalist scum. But this is not motherland. And Cosmo no power of collateral. Guardianship, stay on nowhere.
What? You can't take our ship?
My ship.
How are we gonna find the Hallow's Hope?
Ask Pesky Raccoon. Now come, essences of time.
So where are we going exactly?
To original settlement. From early days. Before Cleveland Group come.
You mean the first mining colony is still here?
Duh. Now abandoned, mostly. And highly restricted.
This is the place you broke into.
Broke implies it took effort.
Wait, this is the Continuum Cortex?
Is best way to reach Nova ship before moves
You
again.
found Corel.
Where is she?
Nova ship currently in a leader system, orbiting Michael planet.
Contraxia.
Cosmo not surprised. Pesky Raccoon enjoy garbage planet.
Their restrooms do provide valuable information.
Entire planet now broadcast same signal as Nova Rock. Cosmo not understand purpose or intention.
All them bars and betting parlors and brothels.
Maybe it's not such a bad thing after all.
We can find Corel and save Contraxia.
Maybe we shouldn't make too many guarantees.
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is what we do.
I am with you, Peter Quill.
You are.
Of course. That was a rousing speech.
Bootlicker.
How many people know about this place?
Enough.
Is not broadcast across galaxy, but scientists come from many backgrounds.
If Thanos had known this was here...
Dead type.
So, what is this? Like another elevator?
They'll figure it out.
Please to stand back, Guardian of Galaxies.
Whoa! What magnificent witchcraft is this?
I know. It's like they've never seen a giant trans-dimensional hand before.
Please to step in palm.
What if things go sideways? How do we get back?
With passport. Can communicate with Cosmo, and if emergency, bring Guardian of Galaxies back.
Better you take it than Captain Valor over here.
His time. Investigate Nova ship. Use passport to report findings.
And you'll speak to the World Mind? Get rid of that fine, right?
Cosmo do best. Good luck, Guardian of Galaxies.
Anyone see any seatbelts?
You better not throw up this time.
This is...
Sorcery?
I was going to say dizzying.
You get used to it.
Are we in space?
We're somewhere between space, between dimensions, between time, between realities even.
What do you mean, between?
We could theoretically go wherever and whenever with this thing. Even the places that don't exist, but do.
It's incredible.
Avengers! Assemble!
What kind of name is Avengers?
Is that sound normal?
Normal. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Oh, Pat Benatar and Joan Jett watch over us.
Who are these gods you speak of?
Goddesses. Drax?
I am not the one laughing. It's obviously an ill omen of our impending deaths.
No matter where you hide, anyone, I will find you.
Or it's an alternate reality.
I know that sound.
I am proud.
Definitely an alternate reality.
Hey, look! It's Spider-Man!
Wait, is that Earth? Mom?
Come on, your date for the prom is here. Come on in, Janie. Peter will be up in a second.
Really? Janie?
Okay, next stop, Alice Hope. Probably. Hold on, Groot. Here we go.
Flark and Hella!
Okay, here we go! Whoa! You guys okay?
Do we look okay?
Well, hang in there. I'll try to restore gravity.
Oh, great. We're gonna be stuck like this forever.
Rocket, buddy, what am I looking for?
Drax, tell Scott Lord most ships use external power conduits to generate pseudo-gravity in hyperbaric airlocks.
The beast says to find a power conduit.
Right, and what do those look like?
Tell him any vestiges of power should show up on his visor. And to stop asking so many flarkin' questions and get us down from here.
Something terrible happened here.
What gave it away? The lack of gravity or the general destruction?
Nothing's happening!
Gamora, tell him to check the power supply.
It's empty!
Then tell him to find a battery.
No battery in this one either! Nope, useless.
Someone tell him what he's looking for.
That's no help. Might be just what we need.
Then pick it up already.
Okay, got us a battery.
Took him long enough.
Hey, I'm trying, man.
And we're still floating around.
Okay, I got the battery installed, Gamora, but nothing's happening.
Seriously?
Fine. I'll tell him. Listen up, slug breath. Tell me what you see.
There's a blue wire and two connections, yellow and red, and one big green thing.
Don't touch the green thing!
Not a great time to start yelling, dude!
Okay. First, plug the wire to either connection. All we need is a little jump start.
To either one?
It's not brain surgery, just pick one.
Here goes nothing! Oh, crap!
You touched the green thing! Get it, you! Clarkin great,
Everybody, just hold on!
The gravity was not restored.
You had one job, Quill.
I did exactly what?
Impressive, Peter Quill.
I didn't know you could do that.
Neither did I.
Those firearms are becoming quite formidable.
Second time they've transformed like that.
Third,
If that was the third time, when was the first?
the day I was kidnapped. When my mom died.
We should continue our investigation for the dog.
We'll need to get this wreckage out of the way first. Should we call Cosmo? Let him know what we found so far?
What do you mean, a code word? Fine. Groot won't call the mud until we all agree on a code word.
Could be useful if we get cornered by whatever's on the ship.
How about Quill Kill?
Ooh, oh! The code word is Ride the Stars. And we should hold off calling Cosmo until we figure out what's going on.
We should also standardize our use of the term dog report item to distinguish information of interest to our investigation.
Yep. Sure thing, buddy.
Dog report item. Something caused Nova Corps to abandon their ship.
Maybe they all just quit.
Some people don't give up when things start going wrong.
Was that a crack?
No, it was a pointed criticism.
Can we just focus on what happened here?
I agree. The dog's investigation is our priority.
And finding out what happened to Corell and Nikki.
Wonder how many made it out alive.
This is the only way out, but the door's got no juice. That'll do it.
I wonder what else Peter's guns can do.
If he'd let me look at him, I could tell you.
There, you all felt that, right?
Yup. Dast. Looks just like what happened on the rock.
Indeed, it was a desperate attempt at a last defensive position.
Good bottleneck for it.
All the blaster scorch marks are from standard issue Nova rifles.
Dog.
It means more infighting between Nova Corps.
Our evidence is circumstantial. We must continue our investigation.
Or look for another way off this ship.
Okay, we need to get to Corell's office.
Someone tell Quill.
Come on, dude. Can't we just talk to each other?
Fine. You do know your girlfriend probably didn't make it.
Now you are just being spiteful.
Knew this would come in handy.
Where'd you get a Nova pack?
Nikki gave it to me. Keep it away from her mom.
We could sell that. It must be worth a couple thousand units.
Do you know what Nova Corps does to people who steal from them?
Look around. How much you want to bet there aren't enough Nova left to execute us?
What do you hope to find here, Peter Quill?
Nikki had all kinds of secret passageways on the ship. Maybe she left a message or something.
You are fond of this girl.
I guess. I mean, we actually had a lot in common. Kinda reminded me of me, you know?
Anything.
Like a way to turn the power back on.
Or some kind of hint to what happened.
Perhaps Lady Hellbender sent a worthy beast to devour us.
Oh yeah? And how would she know we were here?
It is said the monster queen has eyes across the galaxy.
Oh no. Please don't.
Now we're exploring maintenance tunnels.
No way. Drax's rap sheet. He's gotta see this.
So what's the deal with Quill and that kid anyway? The cadet.
I don't know. I thought he tried to save her just to impress Corell.
What do you mean it worked? There's a tracker on my ship. Still nothing but emergency power.
Dog report item. Power outage in several sections of the ship.
What are we missing? Let's run through it all.
We got arrested by your girlfriend.
As did the churchman Grand Unifier Raker, and then his ship exploded.
So maybe that's where it started. Raker might have had something on his ship.
A gas maybe? The explosion could have released it.
I've used something like that before.
Right. Pump it into the vents and it spreads through the ship. Wish I knew the layout of this tub better. Then we could figure out where this started. You know where we are, Gamora?
Not really. Nova never really let me out of their sight.
They had good reason not to trust you.
This again?
I was only stating that Nova's position of not trusting you was accurate.
The longer we bicker, the more we might miss.
Very inspirational.
Yeah, you get that off a placemat?
All I'm saying is we're in this up to our necks, and we'll need to work together.
No wonder we've been stumbling around in the dark.
Whoa! Look at you, you sexy beast.
Stop flirting, Rocket. Is it supposed to be upside down?
Only if you wanted to channel all the ship's power up through the ceiling. Makes no sense to me.
There must be a reason. A bad one. Try that console.
We can use this to re-invert the core, or de-invert... Divert?
Rocket.
The console's safety locked because the mounting arms are retracted. If we can pop them out of them side panels, we can flip the core.
Huh. Looks like the arms are stuck without any power.
I bet we could jumpstart them.
How?
Gotta be a power cell somewhere.
There's gotta be more machinery up there. Gamora, give me a boost!
Of course.
Definitely something up here.
Obviously.
Hell yeah, it worked!
You know, them guns would make better engineering tools than weapons.
Nice try. Let's get the other one free. All right, Gamora, let's get the second one done.
Okay.
That did it! Get back down here! Now let's see what we can... Oh, Scott!
Guys, we've got incoming!
Yeah, it's more of them infected freaks!
Man, I was hoping we'd find Nova Corps here, but not like this.
Now we know who inverted the core. But why?
Power to their secret science project! They're gonna be pissed! These freaky Novas ain't much of an improvement over the real ones!
Come on, there's a big difference! Fix that cuckoo Nova Corpsman's paw!
These renegades are relentless!
We ain't letting him launch attack over again!
I hate dealing with fanatics!
Horror movie rules, people! Do what you gotta do to survive!
Been too long since I blew something up!
Did you notice the rumbling stopped when we flipped the reactor away from the ceiling?
We must find a way up there and discover why, for the dog report.
Rocket, what's that console telling you?
That you should come do the honors.
Okay.
Surprise! This whole thing's a lift. We can ride it all the way up there.
I guess Nova grunts and grease monkeys don't get the cool flying suits.
Typical. Nobody respects their engineers these days. If you want efficiency, you gotta make... Whoa! Clark!
Locking clamps! They're shutting us down!
More freaks approach!
Florkers de-re-inverted the core again!
We'll just have to re-invert it back!
After we take some heads!
Face me! I have vanquished this Nova Corps traitor with my fists!
That's right, big guy! Scary like these...
Perhaps you should avoid that electrical wizardry!
Well, just got nuked! Hilarious!
Like a hot knife!
Drax with fervor!
If it's not the shield, it's the mine. Enough already!
You all pathetic! Let's kill this guy!
The big one has... And ready! They seek to reverse our progress!
Good! That means we disrupted something!
Can't break through!
Life-size baby! You're up, big guy! Smoke him, Rocket!
I hope we didn't fight alongside any of these guys in the war!
We'll make sure they get a heroic death!
Let's go!
Gladly!
Finally! Sick of those bastard mines!
Alright, let's get those clamps off so we can keep moving.
I will tear them from their sockets.
Ain't gonna work, Musclehead. But this time, we've got a control room to play with. Looks like I can remove the clamps from here.
Good. We will not be stopped by clamps.
Ah, sneaky dash bags. They scrambled the power circuit, so I can't release them.
I'm tired of these clamps.
Gonna have to reroute the circuits one by one to reset the power grid. Here, I'll get the door for you. You should be able to see the grid with your visor.
You know, normally you're not supposed to travel through dimensions without a quarantine and a decompression on the other side.
Okay, visor's up, now what?
You should see power grids along the walls around here. Find their powered-up nodes.
Groot! Use your roots to raise that platform with me on it. Kind of a Groot root boost thing.
Neat trick. Groot loves being helpful.
He's always helpful. Okay, I bet I can reroute the power to get myself back out of here.
Solid plan.
Perhaps the Nova Killer knows how to redirect these machines. She has experience.
Hell yeah! Who's smarter than Nova Corps? Did that do anything?
Not yet.
Huh. What did that open?
So any guesses on what they're doing with all that power?
Perhaps they are recharging their personal devices.
They're... Or what?
They're electronic tablets and assorted communication gadgetry.
And do you think they would need power from the ship's core for that?
I am no expert in Nova technology.
Doors open, and I got the power flowing through.
Almost qualified to be a junior engineer.
Thanks.
This would go a lot faster if we all had the ability to scan.
I see it now. You've got half of it rerouted. Now work on the other room.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Might be gunning for your job soon.
You want to trade? I'm happy to sit in the captain's seat.
You frequently sit in the captain's seat.
I did not just hear that. Looks like the wall's weak here. Drax, I need a hole here to reach the grid.
And you will have one.
A Groot in Nova Corps. Yeah, right.
That's gotta be one of the power nodes. Just need to reroute it.
I am Groot.
Groot, boat's right. Maybe we should just call Cosmo, tell him we tried, and port the Flark out of here. It ain't our fault Scut was locked down.
We will not fail at our mission.
I mean, that sounds great and all, but we usually fail at our missions.
Not this time. Our work here is important.
Groot, need your help, buddy. Root boost, please.
Looks like you did it, Starpants. Now get into the control room and hit that clamp release. I'll re-invert the core at the same time and get us moving again.
The clamps are unclamped.
Slick. Now get back in here before we leave you behind.
Yeah, let's see how far you get without your button pusher.
Now that we know the infected Nova are here, we can agree that whatever's going on upstairs is really bad, right?
They were furious when we removed their power source. Must be important to their effort here.
Can't wait to smash it. Whatever it is.
And then get back to Cosmo for our reward.
All right, this is our floor.
These doors are sealed tight.
Just look for another way out.
Gamora, can you pry that thing open for us?
And bend my sword? Nope.
Drax, hit that panel where all the wires connect.
Step aside.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
What's that?
Nothing.
No, that! They must have flipped the core back. Something's powering up again.
Great. Now we're stuck in the ventilation. Great job, Quill.
Dude, I know you're peeved, and I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Really? That's it?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's more important things happening right now than Quill saying he's sorry. Whoa! Flark and Scut! What are these frackling gaboons doing to Contraxia?
What is this thing, Rocket?
I don't know! Looks like it's siphoning something!
Something to do with those cubes?
Don't know! I gotta get a closer look!
Peter Quill, we have been in this hangar before.
It's like they're stocking up on something!
What the Flark?
So what is it?
I think they're using the ray to fill some kind of battery. Standard galactic I/O ports, Megalian glass mat separators, Kree cathodes.
I understood some of those words.
I ain't never seen nothing like it. Energy readings are all over the place, but I can't tell what kind of energy it is.
Corral would never have allowed this to happen to her ship.
So, you think she escaped?
I don't know. She could be holed up in her office.
I am Groot.
We're not leaving till we find out what happened.
This is where the Churchman's shuttle exploded.
Yeah, well, it looks a little different now.
Because of the giant machine, yes, but I assure you, Peter Quill, this is where you and the girl almost fell to your death.
What the?
Cog report item.
Scott, that's loud!
Dog report item. Massive device siphoning energy from Contraxia.
Don't forget the energy cube.
Dog report item. Energy stored in strange cubes. I still do not understand what could lead to all this.
Some kind of mutiny.
Groot! We need to check out that giant ray thing! Can you get us across?
Dog report item! We gotta destroy this thing!
We don't even know what it is!
Plus, we'd probably end up taking out the entire ship!
Scott!
Let's avoid the scary beam!
Good advice!
Guardian of Galaxies, Cosmo check. Investigation lead him to believe Hollow Hope is key to galaxy mystery. What is that noise?
We are compiling an extensive dog report.
There's trouble on the ship. Big, loud trouble.
Give specifics.
Nova Corps. Uh-oh.
What is uh-oh, Piotr Quill?
Something just came up. We'll call you back.
Your experience fighting Centurions will be necessary here, woman.
Chop, Gamora!
They're too far gone to talk to!
Oh, come on! Really? A Centurion!
I'd have hoped the Centurions would have resisted whatever this is!
Keep one alive! Get him to tell us about this energy!
It's better to just finish them off!
They must be vulnerable to
enjoy
certain
this.
tactics!
If we can somehow cripple them!
Doc!
Sick of Drax! Fruitify him! Rocket! Do your thing!
And on the ground as well!
Chop it down!
I expected more coordination between them!
Follow my lead! We're just looking for Corel! Maybe you've seen her?
Good! Try to keep them distracted!
Gamora!
Peter, one of us needs to hold him down!
Eidos, the Centurion has opened
Oh,
himself
yeah?
to hurt!
Take that, Nova Scott!
Any last
It's
words?
a pleasure!
You need to cool off!
Shoot the energy discs on their chest!
Tell them to stop moving and I will!
Shocking! Get down here! Let me shoot you!
Welcome, death!
I'm trying to shoot here! Stop being hilarious!
Ah, Scott! How do we fight a flying enemy?
Knock them to the ground! I
Hey,
will
seems
finish
to me
them!
like this ship might be ground zero for whatever's happening. We gotta find Corel, get some real answers.
You have any idea where she is?
I'm thinking we check her office. I don't even know how we can get there.
You know a way out of the hangar?
Yeah, Drax spotted it on our way in. We can use the hole Nikki and I fell into when Raker's shuttle exploded. Huh, that ain't right. Drax, gonna need you to drag this over.
I will assume you have a plan. That seemed like a wasted effort.
All plans need steps to succeed.
What new age scribble are you reading? We need to stop the batteries from moving Peter.
Really thought that might work. What am I missing? Rocket, can you see where that vent leads?
Anything to get out of here.
We should be prepared in case the beast tries to destroy this machinery.
There you go. I've done my part.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep in mind, it may not stay jammed forever.
We still need a way through. Any idea why they need so many of these batteries, Rocket?
Just like I thought.
Impressive work, Peter Quill. Just hope it does not cause an explosion.
All right, come on, the tunnel's just past here.
We got lucky no one else showed up.
Dog report item. The rumbling continues.
Or Contraxia.
The Unifier has detected an intrusion. Spread out.
It will be contained.
By her will.
Move! There's too many of them.
In the hole! Jump!
Still don't get why you jumped after the kid back then. Top 10 dumbest things I ever saw you do.
You should have seen how worried he was.
Hey, Star Pants was our ticket with the captain. I was worried his death would lead to more jail time.
It was adorable.
I hate you all.
Pretty sure this is right.
Pretty sure?
Everything was on fire last time.
I couldn't make that happen.
No, Rocket, no!
Ain't that a piece of the Uniflyer's old ship?
Unifier.
Yeah, whatever.
When we were arrested, they mentioned Raker got caught for the same thing we did.
Not exactly the same.
He got caught scavenging in the quarantine zone.
Forget Raker. Our focus right now is finding Nikki.
Your focus. My focus is not dying on this stupid ship.
The dog wants us to find Centurion Corell.
Right, so we're multitasking.
I did not realize you and the girl fell down so far, Peter Quill.
I didn't fall. I jumped. Heroically. Gamora, any chance you can help us here?
I got this, Peter.
One more time, Groot. Let's go find Corell and Nikki.
So, we all agree that the captain and her kid are probably dead, right?
Corell survived the worst of the war. And a relationship with Peter.
Still willing to bet they didn't survive this.
You'd wager on whether or not a mother and child are dead.
What if only one is dead?
Nikki's one of the most resourceful kids I ever met, and Corell's a warrior. I'd bet on both of them any day of the week.
Don't get cocky, Quill. Just because you won that bet in the quarantine zone.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Be careful down there, Peter Quill.
Yeah, definitely a lot sparkier than last time. What do you say, Gamora? Now that the door can't kill us?
I say, no problem. Well, definitely no sign of Nikki or Corell.
I mean, I guess... That's good news. Whoa, watch out!
You okay?
Groot says we should start thinking about exit plans.
The exit plan is to call Cosmo after we get the answers we need.
Answers you need, maybe.
It does not strike me as very safe here, Peter Quill.
Better this than getting shot at.
Speak for yourself.
You'd rather get shot at?
More fulfilling to shoot someone I don't like than look for someone I don't care about.
Our leader seems to care, and so we should also pretend to care.
I am Groot.
Of course you would.
Careful, Peter Quill.
Okay, don't remember this green gas being here last time.
I think you mean deadly green gas.
This whole ship's a death trap now.
I'm sure there's a way to unburst these pipes.
There better be, because there's no way I'm walking through that.
What about your magical ice weapon, Peter Quill? Or perhaps you enjoy contemplating the intoxicating stench of death.
There, easy peasy.
Okay, that was bad, even for you.
More death gas.
Maybe Nikki and Corell are using it to protect themselves.
And hear me out on this. Maybe they're dead.
You know what, man? You're being a real jackass, like Way more than usual!
Tension is palpable.
Oh, can you both please just get over this?
Agreed. Either resolve your issues or fight to the death.
Look, Rocket. I know I suck sometimes. We all suck sometimes. Pretty sure it's why we ended up together.
I do not suck.
Point is, I care about us. But right now, we're not the ones in danger.
You sure this is the right way?
Just keep your eyes open.
You know, Peter, if Nikki and Pharrell really are...
They're not.
I'm just saying we should be ready for anything.
They're not.
Did you find a dog report item?
No, nothing dog report worthy. Still no signs of Nikki or Corral.
In the face of death's infinite mystery, Catathians are taught to focus on what is tangible.
I'll keep that in mind.
Are you sure this is the right way, Peter Quill?
It's clearly not.
I'm investigating.
Where the flark is he going?
He's looking for clues, I think.
Here! This is definitely the right way. Nikki's secret hideout is just through here.
Thought we were going to the captain's office.
We are, right after we check here.
Dog report item. The rumbling continues.
Poor Contraxia.
Try not to break anything. This place means a lot to her.
Did Nikki paint all this?
Pretty cool, right? Nikki?
Little one, reveal yourself.
Maybe try being a little less scary.
It's Peter! The pirate? Nikki! Rocket, you got the body of a little girl. Can you fit in there?
Try again, Quill.
Ask him nicely, Peter.
I'm concerned for Nikki's safety, okay? I'm worried she might be hurt or scared or I don't know what. Can you please see if she's in there?
See? Was that so hard?
2 for 2. Thank you, Nikki's passkey.
Careful, Peter Quill. In my experience, children often booby-trap their toys.
It's not Nikki's, it's mine.
So we're just claiming her stuff now? Because if we are...
No, I mean it literally used to belong to me.
Quill, you gotta see this. This kid's obsessed with you.
Wait, why does she have your toy?
It's just something I gave to Corral when we were together during the war, like a keepsake. It doesn't mean anything.
Does, this mean anything?
How old is the child?
12.
Ha! Congratulations, Peter Quill! You will make a terrible father. Unless the child is dead, in which case, does not matter.
Wait. Is this why you dragged us here?
Clearly. The child is 12.
Yes, okay. So the dates maybe kind of match up, so it's possible, I guess. It's not like they had a health class on this.
Inspiring.
Can we just focus on if Corell and Nikki are okay? They're clearly not here, so let's move on and keep looking.
Pretty sure she ain't here, Quill.
I think he's still processing. Anyone else feel weird going through Nikki's stuff like this?
Peter Quill is her father. It is his duty to pry into her personal life.
Should be a way to Corell's office through those pipes on the left.
Yeah, I see an opening. Could be there's a latch on the inside. Allow me, Star Dad.
I get it!
Guys, could we not make light of all this? We still don't know if they're okay.
I am capable of feeling concern while still laughing at you, Peter Quill.
Gotta admit it, Quill. Kid's whole setup is pretty impressive. The way she rigged her terminal to the emergency power grid.
I told you, she's a smart kid.
Perhaps Peter Quill did not sire this child after all.
Yeah, I could see that. She just don't seem dopey enough.
Maybe she gets everything from the mother's side.
Yes, she should have exhibited at least some foolishness.
Okay, Drax is clearly onto something, so let's all just go with that.
That Nikki is too smart to be your daughter.
That's the elevator I took with Corell and Nikki. If we're lucky, maybe they're on their way down right now.
When have we ever been lucky?
All I know is I am really starting to get this elevator. Oh, you maggot!
Hate to admit it, but I have a really bad feeling about Corell and Nikki.
Forget Corell and Nikki. I have a bad feeling about us.
Everyone okay? Anyone hurt?
What? Are you gonna start being all paternal now?
We're fine, Peter. We know how to fight.
I know, I just...
We'll find them. Don't worry. You said Corell's office was up top somewhere?
Next stop, Corell's office.
Come on, just admit it, Quill. You're freaking out right now. This whole deadbeat dad thing's gotta be eating at you.
None of this changes who I am. I'm still cool as a cucumber.
Groot says all the cucumbers he's ever met were terrified on the inside. Well, that don't look good.
There was a struggle here.
Yeah, that's what I'm reacting to.
I am reacting in my own way.
This doesn't look good, Peter.
All we know is that there was a... Hello? Corell? Nikki?
Looks empty.
Feels empty.
Maybe they're hiding.
Were there always strange writings on the wall?
I'm gonna try and get in her computer, see if I can wipe my criminal history.
Rocket!
I'm kidding. I'm gonna access her logs. You wanna know what happened here or not?
Fine. The rest of us will take a look around. Maybe they left a clue or something.
The scribbles are Cree. This one says, Mother knows best. Hope, promise.
Don't worry, Corell. I'll make sure this gets back to you. Nikki?
Obvious signs of a struggle, Peter Quill.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Appealing.
What is this? Some kind of a threat?
The Cree Council demands proof of Nikki's heritage under the Cree purity laws.
What Cree purity laws?
Corell never told you that either? The Cree are extremely strict about their bloodlines.
This does not look good.
For you?
No, for Nikki. What are the chances the Kree are involved in any of this?
The Council of Purity isn't cryptic. When they punish someone, they make sure everyone knows it. The resemblance is uncanny.
She doesn't look anything like me. She's blue. Besides, why wouldn't Corell have just told me?
Protect her daughter, Peter Quill. Copulating with you was a capital offense under the Kree purity laws.
Oh, right. That. So when Corell said we shouldn't be doing this...
He was being literal.
Nikki's ID. Something seems off, though.
What do you mean, off?
I don't know. Like it's been flagged or something. Not sure.
Is the girl's date of birth on those documents?
Oh, wow! The Kree have comic books?
Okay, I'm in. But I got bad news, lover boy.
What did you find?
Come here and I'll show you.
So what am I looking at?
Nothing.
She's the captain. Captains keep logs.
You keep logs?
I'm trying to tell you, they're gone. All of them. Almost like the world mind went out of its way to sever everything.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
What about backups? Doesn't every Nova ship have a central hub or something?
A Nexus mainframe, yeah. If there's ghosts anywhere in the system, that's where.
I categorically refuse.
Not literal ghost, Drax. He's talking about data. Right?
Yes, but we'd have to access the Nexus directly. Means going to the bridge.
We're not leaving until we find out what happened.
Center of operations it is. According to the ship's map, the bridge should be right through here.
Peter, shouldn't we head for the bridge, try to access those logs?
Yeah, I just want to be sure we didn't miss any. Oh, crap.
Nuts to this. I'm out of here.
Stop moving.
What the...
Dog report item! We are under attack!
By a giant robot?
By some weird priest.
By a weird giant robot priest!
Okay, yep. Definitely a dog report item.
It's all you, Gamora!
Time's up!
You struggle in vain!
What do the weird symbols say?
They strike thee as ominous! I relish the idea of conquering the dastardly device!
It's one of those 2 or more to operate thingies! No one blames you for the glass breaking!
Run him through! Lock it! Safety's off! Punch him up! He's a chance of part of this now, right? Is it me or are we barely denting this thing?
It is as venerable as it is large! We must break it!
I guess someone must think this is the most valuable part of the ship!
Yeah, that!
Meet
Probably
your
keeping
maker.
an eye on the command center, too!
This is infuriating! He will not bend!
Keep him busy, crew!
Guys, I really want my own robot!
A robot? We barely have room on the ship for us! Can't even scratch that thing!
The contraption cannot predict our merciless unity!
To the bone!
Our end is now! The robot is weak! Let us put it out of commission!
So are we thinking this thing can brainwash people?
I'm thinking this thing is more about killing than brainwashing. This flatnard's sucking up all my shots! Can
think? They strike me as ominous!
Cut to the chase!
Death has come! We must tell the dog about the priest.
Robot priest.
I am Groot.
Groot says the mutt's not answering.
Keep trying. The rest of us can focus on figuring a way out.
Really? This is the server room, right? And servers mean data?
I can't just plug servers into my skull. I still need a central terminal. That'll do it.
Well played, Peter Quill.
How am I supposed to know why the pooch ain't picking up? Keep trying. Okay, so according to the map I saw, Nexus should be just above us.
Shall I throw the rodent?
No!
Come on! Alright, let's look around. Maybe we can find something.
Dog report item. We have encountered a formidable new enemy, but still no sign of the ghosts.
He didn't mean literal ghosts. Ghosts in the system. Remnants of data.
Let it go. Just let him think there are ghosts.
I have never understood how so much information could be stored in such a magical way.
What, you mean servers?
All of it. Servers, computers, technology.
So you basically don't understand anything I do?
Precisely. To think, all of this could have been avoided had the rodent not broken glass.
You're blaming him for that?
His panicked scampering is what caused the final break.
Your oversized gut is what caused the first 50 breaks!
Guys! Pretty sure it was already cracked.
Hey, Groot, any luck getting through to Cosmo yet?
I am Groot.
Nope, still nothing.
Reception will probably be better once we're on the bridge.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, this is it, the command center.
Which I guess makes that the Nexus control terminal.
Fingers crossed we find something useful.
That does not seem like you.
He probably thinks the Nexus is booby-trapped.
Ah, that would explain it.
Hey, I ain't the one that's eager to know what happened. Let Quill see for himself.
Find something?
Just some personal logs. Huh. I wonder.
I do not understand. Why is Peter Quill not accessing the Nexus?
Because he's scared of ghosts.
Liar! Have you found any useful information, Peter Quill?
Well, it's something.
I am Groot.
Groot wants to know if Quill's stalling because of his fear of parental responsibility.
Obviously.
Clearly.
No! Locked. I wonder, though. Nikki really didn't want her mom to know about this passkey she gave me.
No way is some kid's card gonna bypass the Nexus.
we're in.
You're kidding.
Well,
Yes! Guys, we're in!
I am Groot.
Get to the juicy stuff already.
Channeling your Nova Force.
A comprehensive guide to meditation
and managing your mental health.
actually, I wouldn't mind a copy of that.
Pass.
Gotta be something in here.
Hey, isn't that...
The mining ship we explored in the quarantine zone, yeah.
When's the footage from?
Signal stronger. We must be close.
How close?
Hard to say. There's too much interference.
Centurion Corel. Found something.
Hey, what are you—
Watch out!
She went in after we left.
Flark. That thing. You don't think?
It is the creature that devoured our monster.
Could have been a million things. I mean, it's restricted space for a reason.
I'm Groot.
No, you're a Lotus Scud. That thing's got nothing to do with us.
That gem Corel picked up. I think it's the same one we shot in the quarantine zone.
We? You're the one who shot it.
Fine, the gem I shot. The point is that shadow thing came out of it. We did this.
The quarantine zone's a giant death trap. So we released a shadow thing. We made it out, didn't we? Your stupid girlfriend probably did too.
You've been saying the whole time she's probably dead.
Probably alive, probably dead, whatever. Important thing is, we're all fine.
Corel is tough. If anyone made it out, it's her. I know it.
Guardians of the galaxy. You misread our intentions.
No, you've made them pretty clear.
Sometimes sacrifices must...
I had to check.
Groot, write the stars.
Grand Unifier. Breaker. Right? First, let me just say it's really cool that you've heard of us, right, guys? And it's cool that you didn't try to kill us just then, especially with your two pals right there. You could have totally ripped us apart the moment you walked in, which we obviously all appreciate. But also, we've kind of got a few questions, like...
Where are Centurion Corel and her daughter? You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you.
Okay, that is really not cool.
What do you mean he's not picking up?
Come! The matriarch awaits.